Welcome to Deadlands Dime Novels, The Adventures of Young and Holt, Issue 13, Hostile Hostel. I'm your narrator, Ernest Wick, intrepid reporter for the Tombstone Epitaph. In this issue, Young and Holt get to know the people of Lac Qui Parle a bit better, including an interesting visitor with something to sell, and also a shave. Then, maybe they and Annabelle can get a little rest. Now, let's see where they're at.
So, am I light, am I dark, or am I somewhere middle of the day?
I think like most things, you're somewhere in the gray.
That's fair. That's fair. Better to be in the gray than to be on either side, because to be honest with you, if you're on the light side of things, you might not make it there to Fargo. And if you're on the dark side of things, you might not make it out of the saloon.
That's true.
Can't abide that kind of treatment of people. So I'm glad that I was, I guess, wrong in both accounts.
I thought Sylvia for sure you'd go darker.
Could I have?
You could have. You could have said that a couple of hired guns here working for the little lady who just got back from Marshall and we slaughtered the whole town.
Her expression just blanks.
And so does mine.
And it gets really silent in the saloon, and then there's like a chair scrape, and then there's like a little beep on the piano.
I told you Sylvia could have gone a lot darker, but she didn't go that far.
That, I have to say, was pretty dark. The man over the piano says that.
Take a bite of mashed potatoes and be like,
that was really dark.
This is good. Start digging in.
Why don't you tell them a story? Please, before they all shoot us.
Shoot you.
Why would they want to shoot us?
You just made them think we'd just killed a town.
Make a notice check, both of you.
And she was reaching under the bar.
You did notice that.
4.
Once again, I've had my mind scared, so I rolled a 9. I haven't missed a thing.
You notice that the two individuals who were at the table kind of minding their own business, they have gotten up. One of them has kind of just turned to pay his attention to you. The other one has gone up and is walking and has taken up a position by the door and just is leaning there, also just kind of looking.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he's maybe pulling out a cigarette. But by all means, please continue.
We're just having a polite conversation with Sylvia here. She could have painted a rosier picture, too.
Sylvia says...
I'm speechless at this point.
That's a pretty specific level of dark.
Oh, what? You had somebody in from Marshall recently?
I think if you have something to say, I think you might want to say it.
Please?
And say it right soon.
How was Annabelle taking all this? Did I glance at her when I was looking around?
Annabelle is just kind of sitting there, and she's just kind of like slowly forking her mashed potatoes.
Oh. You seem to be on edge. Here I thought we were having a nice conversation.
Well, when you have someone come in here and say that they just killed an entire town...
I was making jest. What was it, 2 days ago that we rode through there?
Yeah.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
That's where we picked up the little lady.
That's true.
All right. Okay. Well, fair enough. I guess
so.
You said it could have gone darker, and I suppose
2 gents behind me work for you.
2 gents behind you. They have a vested interest in this town.
Okay. 2 days the sheriff gets in?
From Litchfield?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sweet. If I was to leave a message with you, would you be able to deliver it?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
What kind of message would you like to leave? Her hands go back underneath the bar. What kind of message?
My hands are very clearly at my plate eating my food.
Oh, I was going to write him a letter. The creature in Marshall. Jeremiah.
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 So Jeremiah
That's right.
had a request he wanted me to relay. So I was going to write the sheriff a letter.
The pastor.
Yeah, in Marshall.
All right.
And the letter's in his Bible that he entrusted me with in my saddlebag back at the hospital.
Is the good Reverend okay? He's dead.
That's what Annabelle says.
And that's what Annabelle says.
Nice.
Now who's the face?
I'm sorry, miss. What? He's dead. What do you mean he's dead? They're all dead. Everyone's dead. And then at that, she just comes up with the rifle, and she just looks at you. You better talk, sir.
As she's pulling up the rifle, since her hands were behind the bar.
Yep. Okay.
Can we do like a contest, quick draw for me to snatch it out of her hands?
Absolutely. Let's.
My quick draws me dropping my spoon.
Actually, let's do it this way. Why don't you? Quick draw is an edge. Why don't you make me a shoot and roll? You're going to get one card regardless. Okay. But for each raise, you'll get an additional card, so you can have the highest card out of that pool. Oh, that D6 is cocked, by the way. That's a 9. All right. So that's going to get you. That's a raise. So that's going to get you. And it's going to get you an additional. Let's see. An additional card for the raise. So Jack looks like your highest card. She gets ace. So she comes up with that.
Does it go off?
No.
Okay.
You kind of bat it off to the side like that. You can hear leather getting slapped behind you in that direction. So you kind of kick. She's like, "You better talk right now, mister."
Why are you doing this? That's what I'm going to say.
I don't know why Sylvia's doing this.
She brings the gun back around. Why are they all dead? Who killed them? Couldn't have been just the two of you.
Now, see, I tell a story that we killed an entire town. She gets edgy thinking, oh my gosh, they killed an entire town. And now she says, oh, it couldn't have been just the two of you. She's not making a lick of sense, is she? But this is really good ham and mash. I'll go back to eating.
I'm on her side.
I played it cool. I tried to deflect the shotgun, get it out of my face. And now I'm going back to eating.
And then just got your hands up like this. Don't shoot me. Annabelle says, it was bandits. It was just bandits. It wasn't them. They saved me.
Now, Annabelle, that's mighty nice of you to say, but at this point, Sylvia here's not going to believe a word we say.
No.
She's already got her shotgun out. She made her choice.
No, it was them. They saved me. They found me. Everyone was dead before they got here. It wasn't them. And we left. They took me out of the town before the bandits came back. The gentleman over at the piano says, I don't know, Sylvia, I think that they might have a little bit of truth there. The one in the suit, he doesn't look very threatening at all, and to be honest, the other one, he's plenty threatening, but he hasn't threatened you yet, my lady. And she says, shut up, HB.
I like his idea.
What do you? And she pulls the gun back up and kind of lowers it. What do you got to be doing that for? Why are you saying the things like that way?
Again, I'm on her side.
You just said out of the blue like you could have killed the whole town of Marshall as if it was some damn joke. And I'm thinking it was a joke, and then she says that it wasn't a joke, that they were all dead. Are they dead or are they alive? Because she talks weird. And I don't like the look on her face, but I wouldn't be surprised if his pants were full of piss right now, the way that he's standing there.
Oh, come on!
So somebody tell me what the hell's going on. You're going to come into my saloon, eat my food.
It's good food.
Very good, by the way.
Thank you. Is it?
Yeah, it is.
The town of Marshall?
Oh, I was thinking about the
Oh,
food.
the town's still there.
But the people.
They're going to have to adjust the population sign now. You see that much death, and it just kind of ruins your appetite. But keep eating.
No, I can't eat. Thanks. No, you don't get it. This is your fault.
You better go find some. Go take a couple and go head to the town. Just make sure.
Hence the matter I was going to bring up with the law.
I see. So, preacher, Bible. You have his Bible.
Yep. Proof of what happened. He's 2 days out from Litchfield.
Was it,
You know, a thing like this can cause a panic. You might want to put the shotgun down and not blow it out of proportion.
All right. Do you think we have something to worry about from these bandits then?
I don't know. They took out a whole town.
This was a couple days ago?
He's all dead by the time we got there.
They were pretty fresh when we got there.
They would have hit us. They would have hit us by now. What the hell? A whole town?
Annabelle.
All of them. They were all dead. It seems especially brutal. Honey, were they Sioux? Were they Indians?
Now, why you got to go there, Sylvia? Right away.
There's Sioux bandits around now. You may not be from these parts, but there are Sioux raiding parties around here that sometimes don't take a cotton too well to us and our manifest destiny. And the whole treaty arrangement doesn't sit well with all of them either. So, it's not them, it's not them. I don't know if you're part Sioux, but I meant no offense.
Look at Porter's direction and be like, no, I'm not part Sioux. Since you were giving me that questioning look. Are you?
Yeah, if they... God. That's awful.
Yep. This ham and mash is pretty good, though.
You made me not hungry with your story. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I'm sure
Kind of-
should let you go whip something up your own.
Well, the other gentleman, piano comes walking forward. It is very good ham and mash. I wouldn't let his story bother you. Finish it up. But if you're not going to eat it, well, I'll be happy to finish that off there for you.
Do you always ask for people's food?
Well, good sir, I'm not asking. I'm just saying, if you're not going to finish it, then it would be a shame of all things holy and right to let it go to waste.
Would my nausea make me less hungry?
It might. Yes, you might be slightly less hungry, but you're still this compared to what you had.
Yeah.
This does still taste pretty good.
No, I'll be okay. I just need a good drink.
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Good. The three of you certainly have made a very quick impression here.
Oh, best to get things out in the open right away.
Well, that's a unusual way of doing it, stranger.
And I'll turn around and kind of lean backwards on the bar with my back to Sylvia.
Okay.
So that I can see everybody.
All right.
The two gentlemen.
They have left.
Mm-hmm. The remaining patrons.
Yep.
I will basically say that now the rest of you lot don't want to be rising to panic. So best be keeping this word to yourself.
Sylvia says, he's right. He's right.
Now, us three could have rode through town and not said anything about it. But best to give you some forward notice, just in case the bandits are riding this way.
That's fair. I can take care of that part of it. But I
Could have said it a little better.
people like him, they're rougher around the edges. Just like he said. They don't always... They don't engage in the finer things like you and I, my friend.
I like him.
Cut of the same cloth. Sylvia, I'll turn back around.
Literally.
Now that I've finished my ham and mash,
Yes.
how about that razor? My throat's ready.
You presented me with a very tempting offer, considering the last 5 minutes.
I trust.
What's your name?
Joshua.
All right, Joshua. Go have a seat over there. She's got, it's not a full-on barber's chair, but it's a good, reasonable facsimile thereof.
Yep.
And she goes back to go and get her stuff. She does give fine shaves, I must say. She and this dude, he's got the curly Q, nicely groomed mustache and pointed beard. When I came in to town not but 2 days ago, I was rather trail-ridden like yourself on my neck, and she took fine care of it.
So, 2 days out yourself, huh?
Well, I came in from the north. I don't need any implications as to what you might be trying to say to me.
Oh, wasn't making any implications. Just noticed we didn't run across you on the trail 2 days out.
No, sir. I came in from the north.
How are things to the north?
Well, not bad. I actually left Fargo, and I was going to make my way over to Minneapolis. That's my home base.
Minneapolis.
Yes.
So what do you do, good sir?
Thank you so much for asking. H.B. Durand, nice to make your acquaintance. I am a purveyor of medicinal assistance. It's
medicinal assistant.
Yes, sir.
You don't say.
I do say. And I have a number of ointments, creams, tinctures, and other ingestations that could easily help you with any number of ailments that you might have. Sore on the trail? I've got a muscle rub that will take care of any of those aches and pains. She's mentioned you look a little pale, a little peaked. Indigestion. I have something that absolutely can take care of that, good sir. And I saw the way that you eyed, or talked about the top shelf, and eyed her whiskey, but then chose a beer. Looks like you're fighting against, as the abolitionists might call it, demon rum. I can help you lick that problem. Should you desire such things.
I got an ache in my right knee, and my left elbow's kind of giving me some problems. My hair is starting to lose a little of its color. Got stuff for that too?
Sir, I can hook you up.
You and I need to talk after this shave.
Oh, excellent. I see that you were rolling some dice there. Were you trying to resist the temptations of Mr. Gerard?
Guess who rolled a 2 and a 1? So I have been feeling a little nauseous since this morning.
Yes, that's unfortunate. But by all means, if you permit me, let me run to my cart. It's actually just right behind the saloon. We can talk and take care of this.
I'm not going in, or do you want me to go with you?
No. But stay here. It's cooler in here.
Absolutely.
Let me go and take care of this for you.
Snake oil.
I have that written down.
He comes back, plops a bottle down in front of you. This is what you're looking for. Kickapoo's Indian Sagwa. This lovely mixture combined from a variety of sources throughout the Midwest, blended with the knowledge and beliefs of the Native American tribes, along with science from the brightest minds out east. This will cure heartburn, depression, jaundice, indigestion, diarrhea. You name it, if it's involved with your gut, This will cure it. You merely need to take 1 tablespoon 3 times daily, preferably on an empty stomach, of course. And all of your ailments of those natures will be taken care of.
You say an empty stomach, like, so I just ate.
You just ate. You may want to wait before you would have dinner. That'd be a perfect time to take it.
How much?
Ah, well, now, that's what we're talking about. Now, as you can see from the size of the bottle, and it's probably maybe like about this size bottle, 3 tablespoons daily would last you, with this bottle, only about a week. Now, you might say, well, indigestion, things like that, they don't last that long. This actually, upon continued ingestment, will prevent these things from ever reoccurring again. Your depression, the sadness, you're out west, you're alone, that doesn't always go away. That can come back. Jaundice, well, that doesn't always go away. Heartburn never goes away. So,
would you like to make a persuasion check?
I would love to make a persuasion check.
What goes against persuasion?
This would be your spirit.
Okay.
Oh, I got to roll here. 9.
It does all of that?
It does all of that as long as you continue to take it. Now, you can buy 1 bottle, and you can find relief from all of those things that may ail you. But what happens when that bottle runs out? You won't be here. I won't be here. This is very hard to come by. You might be heading to Fargo. You might be heading to Deadwood. Now, you may be able to find a similar type of treatment, but nothing has the potency of Kickapoo's Indian Sagwa. So, what I recommend whenever I pass through town and talk to people such as yourself is the best way to go is to purchase 3 bottles.
3 bottles.
3 bottles will easily last you almost a month. And in a month's time, it's very likely that you may remove most, if not all, of your symptoms, and certainly all of your ailments. And in that time, we might cross paths yet again. Minneapolis, as I said, is my home base. I often make my way back up to Fargo and into Deadwood.
Do you play cards?
As an order of nature, I do play cards.
How about I buy the first bottle, that one right there,
All right.
and I'll play you for the other 2. If you should win, I will pay double for each bottle.
Double for all 3 bottles.
That's correct.
Sir, I think you have a bargain.
All right. Let me just finish my meal.
You're sitting in the chair. She gets you all lathered up as he's throwing his pitch nice and hard. She kind of leans in. How close of a cut do we want?
Let's make the shave last a while.
All right.
So, do you know anybody in Marshall?
I knew some people. Are you telling the truth of it? Is that really what happened? They're all dead?
Yep.
How'd you come across it?
Riding up this way, heading to Fargo. Swinging through towns for a bit of drink and a nice bed. Found the drink, didn't find the bed.
What about what's the deal with her?
She's the only one we found alive.
She's still in shock or something? She talks funny.
She is a bit of an odd duck.
Yeah. Yeah, she is. She's all right though.
Can't vouch for her. Only known her 2 days.
All right.
Some people go through an experience like that and they're traumatized the rest of their lives. Some can shake it up.
What's his deal?
He's not duck too.
Yeah, but he seems to have his head screwed on a little straighter than she does.
He's got to touch the wanderlust.
All right.
Met him in Albert Lee over a game of cards. Furthest away he had ever been from home.
I see. All right. And what's your story?
Now, these old bones ain't long for the world, so might as well help a young pup like him see some of it.
That's fair. That's fair.
So how ready were you to pull the trigger?
Let's just say you wouldn't have been needing to shave, and you wouldn't have had no head.
Yeah, it would have been a little closer than I liked.
Yes. We're just a small little fishing place here. Most of the people work down at the river.
So you get a lot of trouble that you need to have a couple of guns in your saloon?
No, they're good. They're concerned citizens. They one of them he manages he owns the livery. He has some Horace. He kind of runs it. But he owns it. One of the gentlemen, he owns it. The other one owns the. He's a partner in the dry goods. Me, well, I set up shop here. Actually, I set up shop here with my husband at the time, and we're not big enough to have a marshal in here regular. So we get by with what we need to when the time or when he's not here.
I could tell when I walked in the saloon that a woman of your stature ran the town.
I don't like to look at it in that manner, but people do look to me in times of crisis such as this. Can you believe that manure that he's spreading over there to your friend? Oh, now they're going to play cards. Interesting. I hope your friend can play cards.
Well, let's just say the manure spreading goes both ways.
Oh, excellent. It's like a snake eating its own tail, then.
Yeah, what it was yeah, an Uberos.
I'll take your word on that.
It's one of those $5 words.
That is definitely a $5 word.
So, preacher coming in from Minneapolis, huh?
Yeah.
Any idea when he's going to be in?
Well, we got the message delivered, a month ago, saying that he was to be here in 3 months' time. So we got 2 months to get it done. We haven't heard any new word since. I don't know.
Church going to be done by then?
I hope so. We got some laborers here working on it. We'll see how it goes. Things are looking up.
Any other strangeness going on in town?
Nothing too strange.
You just seemed a little on edge.
Well, I seemed a little on edge because of the words that came out of your mouth. I was just having a fun little game, talking just a little guessing game, and you turned it into something really weird.
Oh, I went against the grain there.
Yeah, that's right. You took it 90 degrees to the left, and that was a little unexpected and a little bit too specific for my taste at that time.
I thought maybe you had some fortune teller blood in you.
No, that I don't. I just like to try and guess. I've seen enough people come through here that it's a game I like to try and play. Just a more good-natured fun. You want the mustache trimmed?
Nah, you can leave that.
All right.
Maybe it'll fill in eventually.
It's fair enough. You got a place to stay?
A couple of rooms over in the hostel.
Oh, yeah. Those are good rooms. It's a clean place. All right. Fair enough.
So I'll let you deliver that message to the law when he gets into town.
I will. You gonna leave me the Bible?
I'll leave you the Bible.
All right. Fair.
So who'd you know?
He was,
Family? Family?
No. He she kind of just gets a little, just to kind of compose herself a little bit. He was another saloon owner. He after my husband died, he was kind enough to help me keep the business afloat. I knew a little bit, didn't know it all. He helped me with that part, and he's been a good friend. And things were looking a little bit like maybe he might be a little bit more than a friend. That
well, if it gives you any peace of mind, he went down fighting.
You know, it doesn't.
Never does.
No, but Not for the reasons you think. She whips off the thing, dabs your face up. She kind of gets around, looks you in the face, and she has a mature beauty and grace about her that whatever has happened in her life, she looks like she has seen some things as well. Mm-hmm. Not like you have, but in her own way. She kind of wipes your face down. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good.
Wow. As much as this craggered old face can look.
It's not bad. She gives your hat a flick. All right. You want another beer? On the house?
Nah. Appreciate it, though.
Okay.
Need to keep a level head.
I see. I won't ask you about the whiskey.
I'll look over in Porter's direction as I'm getting out of the chair.
Okay.
Hit him and HB?
HB, yeah. HB Gerard.
You two getting started, gonna be going all night.
I predict, my friend, with no insult to your companion, this probably will not take nearly as long as he thinks it will.
You know, I've seen my friend play cards, and you're right. I'll see you at the hostel.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Not quite the vote of confidence he thinks it is, I bet.
Annabelle, shall we head over to the hostel? I'll show you your room I got for you.
Okay. She will go with you over to the room.
Okay.
And she will retire for the evening. All right. So, how do you want to do the cards, Porter? Do you want to roll it out?
Let's just roll it out.
All right.
We'll do. Let's say, hey, we're gonna play 10 hands.
Okay.
And we'll just do one roll to simulate the entire thing, how it ended up.
Perfect.
I guess who's cheating? This guy.
Both of you.
Who has 2 thumbs and bowler hat and is totally cheating?
These two gentlemen. For cheating, unless you have card sharp, if you roll 1 on your die, you get caught. Don't roll double ones.
Okay.
We know that doesn't work.
No.
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's not going to stand. Because guess who's spending a blue Benny?
Woo, spend the blue.
5 plus 8.
8. So, it does go back and forth. He gets you a little nervous for a couple of hands, and you're beginning to suspect that he might also be cheating.
Oh, I guarantee.
But it comes down to he actually pulls ahead of you.
Yeah.
And he has you 4 hands to 2. You can do it best of 10 or best of 9. Probably should do best of 9. So he has you 4 hands to 2. But through your superior playing and a bit of sweating and some of your other
sleight of hand,
you were able to win the next 3 hands, and you lay down your straight at the very end of the last hand to his 3 of a kind, and he just kind of looks across. I must say, you're quite skilled.
Thank you.
And in fact, I can be presumptuous and say you're almost too skilled. But I think if I was to say that to you, I think that you could easily look back at me and you probably could say the exact same thing.
It's quite possible.
It's quite possible. So, now, that bit of shadow talking aside, I stand by. He taps the bottle. I stand by the claims of the Kickapoo here, and I hope it serves you well.
I hope it serves me well as well.
And it was 2 bottles, correct?
No, it's 3 bottles.
Just checking.
Uh-huh.
He hands you all 3 bottles.
When he says it's 2 bottles, I look genuinely confused. No, it was 3 bottles. What are you talking about?
Fair enough. And he kind of stands. With that, my friend, I will leave you.
And good luck next time.
Yes, indeed. And Sylvia, see you in the morning. He walks out.
Did he leave the other 2 bottles?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
Just walked out.
Oh yeah, he would have. He had brought in 3 bottles.
Okay.
Because that's obviously what he was going to try and sell you. And
Yeah. I have 3 bottles of snake oil.
You have 3 bottles of Kickapoo Indian Sago snake oil, which apparently wasn't actual snake oil. It was $1 for a bottle.
Man, I played for $3. Slumming it.
like me and the beer.
Yeah, really. All right, so you're going to go back to the hostel, hit the hay, get dinner.
Sylvia, thank you.
Of course.
So I'm gonna tuck, not literally, Annabelle in, see her to her room.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go sit out on the porch of the hostel.
All right.
And wait.
I'm tucking bottles into my pockets here. I feel like a drunk.
Clink, clink.
How's everything?
She's sleeping.
Okay, what have you been talking about? What is going on? Why do you make fun of me like this?
I'll pull up the Sioux tomahawk.
Okay.
Did I ever tell you the story how I got this?
No, but you keep threatening to.
Totally altering one of the stories that I've already told on the train about how I got it, right?
Okay.
And
Hold on. I want to see if some of the details seem familiar.
Perfect. All right.
Give me your persuasion.
all right.
Oh, do you have a storyteller bonus?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. He does.
Aw, you totally see through it.
What'd you get?
8. No, sorry. 7.
We tied.
Tied.
It sounds somewhat familiar, but I can't place it. After the day I've had with you constantly teasing me and almost getting in a gunfight.
So the story I'm spinning is of a tribesman that had a run-in with a poisoned woman. And I'll throw the details that I remember about a poisoned woman in there.
Okay.
So, don't die.
Wait, what? No. I can't. She didn't put anything in. I watched her.
Mm-hmm.
I did. And she had the thing on the whole time.
You don't say. Really? Boy, it's hot out here.
I paid attention.
Might you drink some of that snake oil? Gulp.
It's got a pretty harsh taste to it. It is.
That wasn't a teaspoon.
It definitely was not a teaspoon.
So the question is now.
How do I...
Don't know. And that's just a story I heard.
But it fits.
It does fit. Can't prove nothing. We could just be chasing our tails, making something out of nothing. Plagues have hit towns before and wiped them out. Could be bandits came in while the plague was going on.
We've got a problem now.
I can explain all this stuff away.
I need to get to Fargo.
We do need to get to Fargo.
I can't leave her here.
Nope. We can take a whip. Keep an eye on her. I hate to be crass and unfeeling, but if we're right, we might have an ace up our sleeve, so to speak. Enemy of my enemy is somebody that I don't hate quite as much.
I don't think that's how the saying goes.
Oh, isn't it?
No, let me... Let me check. You see, I found this. Found this thing, and you see, you know that notebook I picked up?
Oh,
yeah.
Was that writing in the margins?
Yeah. See, it says this one says here, when court officials act selfishly, the mind awakens. It sounds good, doesn't it?
That's pretty deep.
There's a couple more here, but I'll save them for when it's important, when they fit. So we're gonna leave early tomorrow, right? We have to get to Fargo.
Yeah. You heard any news on that front?
Same thing that was in the paper.
I haven't asked around.
Same thing that was in the paper. They're just waiting for the sentencing. I don't know how long that takes. Do you know how long that takes?
Could just be waiting on a judge.
Could be. You know, we've been traveling this far. I almost forgot we're carrying TNT with us.
Never forget that.
You put it in the room, right? Is it in your room or my room?
It's in saddlebags at the livery. I'm not going to sleep next to the stuff.
Okay. All right.
So what? You want to put some in the saddlebags of Annabelle? Is that what you're saying?
No. You said we might need it for Fargo.
Yep. Helps getting into buildings.
It definitely does. I think I need to sleep.
Don't sleep too soundly. As you're heading in through the doors, you're just getting ready to close the door behind you, and I'm like, hey, Porter, sweet dreams.
Oh my God.
Porter, when you get into your room...
Yeah. Annabelle's waiting for me.
Yeah. Well, sort of. There's an end table, a very small end table by your bed. And this is true in every room. But on there's a little plate, and then there is a sandwich that's there, has been cut diagonally. And there's a note on there. And it's written, and the handwriting is not very good. It says, "Thank you. I saved my ham from the saloon and made you a sandwich. Good night." And then it's just A.
I immediately, if there's a restaurant, or is there not a restaurant?
Oh no, there's definitely not. I mean, outside, yes.
Okay,
There's
there's a window?
there's not a window in the room. Make me a spirit roll before you do that. Before you do whatever it is.
I hold myself pretty well. I got a 10.
All right. What do you want to do?
I'm going to run to the outhouse and throw up my guts.
Throw up your guts?
All of them.
Okay.
With the sandwich?
I know. I'll forget about the sandwich in my hurry to get out of there.
Okay.
They come back and see it again.
So I'm assuming this is out the back door, not the front door.
Yeah. Right out the back door to go. Yeah.
I wouldn't hear the door slamming either.
All right. No, of course you would.
But you're able to come back. The sandwich is still there.
And then I immediately grab the sandwich and I make sure Annabelle is not watching.
She's not in your room.
Well, I hope she's not watching when I step out of the room to throw out the sandwich either.
Okay. Nope, she's not. You do not see her anywhere.
Okay. So I'm not touching that.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. Are you going to go to sleep?
I'm going to try and sleep, yes.
All right.
I'll probably have some more of the Kickapoo Indian Sagwalk.
You're going to have a bottle drink one day.
Yeah.
We're turning into ham.
What are you doing? Well, you're just going to hang out on the porch, or are you eventually going to go in? Or?
Eventually going to head up to my bed, but yeah, I'm going to hang out on the porch and just kind of take in the town.
Okay.
Quiet.
The town, just kind of, it's not very active. But the biggest thing that you do notice as it's starting to wind down is there is some noise of a celebratory nature. Some music, some singing, revelry kind of going on closer by the river. You figure it's probably all the anglers and other fisher folk workers who are down there. But that, that picks up for a little bit, but then you eventually hear someone come yell and pick up words like, "Don's not going to come any later if you keep drinking. You all got work to do. I ain't paying you if you're drunk on the boat tomorrow. Go to bed." And so that just slowly begins to die down. And you see a couple of lights come on. They don't stay on very long because basically about an hour or so after sunset, everything really kind of quiets down. But the only lights that stay on are in Sylvia's. Mm-hmm. And but you don't really see anybody coming in or out. And at one point, she comes out and she kind of leans up against a post. And you're not that far across the street from her. It's more of an angle. You see her light up. She takes about 10 minutes, smokes a cigarette, and then walks back in. And then you see the lights go down.
Tap out my pipe. Head up to bed.
All right. You're sleeping. Porter, you wake up. Just boom. And it's just at a shot. You just wake up. Bolt upright in bed. A definite feeling of unease. Something is not right. And you feel compelled via the instinct card that you have been handed. You need to go. You got to go outside and take a look.
All right. I follow my instincts.
Okay.
Grab my lucky. Well, it's probably in my coat. I'll throw in my coat, which has my cards in it, and I'll actually probably forget the guns on the belt, the gun belt, because I'm not used to wearing it yet.
That's hanging on the chair.
I would put on the hat though.
All right.
One in there.
Okay, there's more than one.
Hat on, cards in hand.
In my pocket, but yeah.
You're walking past the front desk of the hostel. He has a lantern there. You walk past it. You stop and you think, you know what? And you grab it.
All right.
And you can light it right there. He's got it.
Absolutely.
And step outside. Make a notice roll.
This is when it's going to fail me. You know that, right? Oh, I got a 5.
5. That fatigued.
Did my little sleep catch up to my 5? Or the fatigue? Or is it still there? Did my Kickapoo Indian Sagwa take care of my fatigue?
You know what? Make me a vigor roll. Let's see how well the Kickapoo, the excessive amounts of Kickapoo Sagwa that you drank.
3.
No, you still have your fatigue.
All right,
you may have taken too much. 4 is still works. That hacking kind of odd noise that you heard when you were at camp the other day, it's here, it's loud, it's close, and it's not alone. You kind of shine the light, and you can see, it looks like there's people in the streets, and so you take a few steps off the porch, and you see a number of shapes, and they're all walking very oddly and stumbling, and they're making that noise, and then you're seeing this happen. And then you kind of see coming from the other way, you can hear this guy, you actually can hear 2 voices, like, I don't care what he says about drinking, stopping drinking. We can drink whatever the hell we want to drink, because I still catch fish better than he does, and he doesn't pay me enough for, what the hell is wrong with those guys? Hey, they must be drunk too. Hey, They kind of shout at him a little bit, and these shapes just kind of come towards them, and they like, you know, like, hey, we're still having, if you guys want to have, and then all of a sudden they just come right on them, and they start screaming as they begin tearing in their flesh,
You've never seen me turn around so fast.
And as you do, as you turn, the light catches, and just outside the glow of the lantern, you can see two of them coming towards you.
Oh.
And you run back inside.
Absolutely.
All right, fair.
Not to my room.
Not to your room. Okay. Where are you going to go?
I am going to his room.
Okay. You run to his room, and you could hear some boom, boom on the door behind you.
Oh, lovely.
The main entrance door. All right, you get there.
I make that same noise on his door.
Okay. Make me a hearing-based notice roll. This should be good.
Yes!
Ooh, look at that! Ace. 8. Yeah, there's frantic pounding on your door, and you wake up.
Oh. So I answer the door, Long John's gun belt on.
You open it up as I'm going to pound the door again. Nearly hit you right in the face. This, what? Dead. Yes.
Smell kickapoo on your breath. How much have you had to
I
drink?
grab him.
You hear splintering of wood behind you, and then this.
And if I see it, I shoot.
Please shoot. And then I'm going to my room.
He's pulling me out of the room so I can see.
Yes, he pulls you out of the room so you can see. You see them as they are jerking. He runs away, leaving you there. You have guns in hand. These two things come jerking towards you out of the shadows, hissing and kind of cracking, clacking with their voices. Make me a guts check. You may flip your card. Actually, no, flip your card. You do not need to make a guts check.
Dramatic sight.
Yes, you are immune to the fear effects that these things cause from seeing them, but they are hideous, and their faces are starting to slack, and they're pale. Parts of them are bloated in strange ways, but you steel yourself enough as they come at you. Now, what is your parry?
My parry. 4.
4. He comes up and he just kind of rakes his hand across your chest. And let's see if he hurts you. You take 5 points of damage. What is your toughness?
Toughness is 4.
4. Okay, so you possibly shaken.
So it's a vigor.
That is a spirit roll.
Spirits.
You definitely are not shaken. You definitely are not shaken. You are so unshaken.
24.
You are not shaken, but yeah. So he just kind of tears a little bit of your long johns off of you.
My only pair.
But now, yeah. So then, Porter.
Yes.
Yeah, you run away. You're running to your
Absolutely.
room. You get into your room.
First thing, I'm shutting the door.
Okay. Boom.
I'm buying myself some time here. I don't
Tell me
feel.
they're attacking. Run away.
And I'm going to get the shotgun and start loading it.
Okay. All right.
Can I load the shotgun and cast at the same time, or is that...
That would be a multi-action penalty. You'd be -2 at both.
Okay, I'll wait to cast them.
Okay. So you're loading the shotgun?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, now Joshua.
All right.
So yeah, now there's 2 of them right there, and they're coming at you. Eyes are wild and wet. One's got an eyeball hanging out.
Since it's point blank, it'll be easy for me to... 1 at each.
1 in each. Okay. Damn, dude, look at that.
14.
14 is a hit with a raise.
And second shot's just a 4.
And that's still at -2, right?
Yes.
Yeah, hit with a raise, so go ahead and do some damage to that guy.
Since it's hit with a raise, it's at an extra D6.
Extra D6, correct.
And this is with Misery's End, the Colt Dragoon.
Nice. Yeah, it explodes. Heck yeah.
So 9 and 4 is
17
13. 17 plus 2 is 19.
19 points of damage. You take aim, and he's right there. It's almost like you put it like right where his heart is, and you just boom. huge hole gets blown in him there, and he just kind of goes. He does not go down. Let me see if he is.
And this is what I say. Zombie.
Isn't that usually where the guy dies with being attacked with zombies?
And he is not shaken. So yeah, but he just and the other one is now they're both there on top of you. All right, King, 7 and 4. Porter.
I am going to cast Miss Me on me.
Okay.
So I essentially grab my cards and I'm falling out for the lucky high card, just as good luck. And so I'm going to deal out and do that. Oh, wow. Double jokers in the hand.
Double joker.
You're going to easily get this with a raise, then I would imagine.
I could, but that would also cost me because that also counts as the Manitou winning, and I'd lose some stuff for that for using jokers.
Good. Oh, okay.
If he fails to generate enough power for his hex or uses a joker in his final hand, the Manitou wins the battle of wheels. After the hex takes effect or fails, the marshal rolls on the backfire table and breaks the bad news for the huckster. Now, hold on, let me see. Now, if I did a 4 of a kind, the duration of the hex would be 10 times, and it would be success with a raise.
Which would be almost impossible to be hit at that point.
They have a -4 penalty to hitting me, and it would last for 10. It would last for 30 rounds.
Oh gosh, you'd be doing pretty good.
So,
But you risk the backfire.
I would have to roll on the backfire table, and at this point, I am scared out of my wits. So it's quite possible.
You know what? Are you going to roll on the backfire table?
Do it.
You're scared out of your mind. You're tapping into way too much power. I could totally see that happening.
Help me now. I'll make whatever deal you want.
Okay.
All right. Well, what I would say, if you use the Joker, what I would say for the magic moment card,
Yeah.
that I'll allow it to be a +2 or -2
On the
on the backfire table.
okay. Well, I'm definitely rolling on the backfire table.
All right.
That's unmistakable.
Okay.
So
Nice. 4 of a kind
With
Yes.
two
with
jokers.
2 jokers. Whoa.
And not just any 4 of a kind. A 4 of a kind of
twos. So what do I need to roll?
Roll a d20.
6.
6. Oh, this is perfect. This will give you a range. So here's your 2 choices.
Okay.
You could get Brain Drain. The Manitou fries part of the huckster's mind with energy from the hunting grounds. He's shaken for 1d6 rounds before he can attempt to recover, and his spellcasting drops a die for 24 hours.
Okay.
Or the Manitou overloads the huckster's nervous system with eldritch energy. He suffers 3d6 damage.
I'll take the damage.
Okay. Oh, jeez, you got so lucky. 6 points of damage, and your toughness is 5?
Yeah.
Okay, you're possibly shaken.
Okay.
So you'll need to make a spirit roll
All right.
to see if you are shaken.
That's -1 because of fatigue.
Correct. Ooh, adding a d6?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I'll just draw the extra. Oops, I didn't draw that one.
7.
7, you are not shaken.
6.
You're still not shaken. And I am acquiring
all those chips you have over
many
there.
chips, and I can't wait to use them.
That's right.
And 7 is next.
2 shots at the one that refuses to go down. Yeah, I need a drink too.
Oof, that explodes.
So it's going to be, so that's a 10.
As a hit with a raise.
Second one.
That is a miss.
4. That's what is the second gun's name?
Due diligence.
Well,
You're not doing your due diligence.
No, Misery's End is...
I mean, Misery's End is a good name for a weapon killing zombies.
Yeah.
You get an additional d6 on this. 12. He kind of you take off a good chunk of his upper left arm,
And I'm As I'm shooting, I'm going to back into the room.
Back into the room? Okay. You rip off some flesh, but he just kind of keeps coming right at you. Make me your knowledge occult roll while you're backing into the room. Nope. All right.
Just woke up being attacked by
Get my head clear.
something unnatural.
They come at you, and they are going to claw at you again.
Don't worry, I'm coming.
Your parry was 5?
Yes.
Okay, so they both kind of come charging through the door. One of them kind of stumbles over something in the room and falls to the ground by the bed. And so he's kind of rolling around. You kind of dodge out of the way as he falls, but that puts you right into the claws of the other one as he hits you. He's going to attempt to damage you.
My toughness is 4.
4. All right, make that spirit roll. Well, technically don't make your spirit roll yet because you have to do it on your next action. As you look at the one who came right at you, you recognize him. He's a resident of the city of Marshall that you saw.
Yep.
One of them. There you go. Ace of spades. 5. Ooh, 5 of spades. 5 of clubs. You beat me. Nicely done. All right, Porter, you're first. Ace of spades.
Breathe in. Push open the door, shotgun raised.
Okay.
And nothing's in the hallway.
Nothing's in the hallway. But you can hear sounds in his room going. And then at this point, other people are coming out going, "What the hell's going on?"
Can I get down to his room?
Absolutely.
God, I'm gonna look in his room.
There is one creature, person, thing on the floor. He's starting to clamber up to come and get at Porter, or coming and get at Joshua. And the other one is like right on top of him, and you can see the angle is such you can see Joshua's face through the hole in the creature's chest.
Nice.
Bits of flesh hanging off his
I'll
left
shoot the one
arm.
on the floor.
Go for it.
Double barrel, so I get +2 to shoot,
Okay.
and I get 2 shots.
All right.
6.
That is going to hit.
All right.
Second shot?
Oh yeah. Second shot.
You reroll both, right?
Yes.
Ooh, that explodes.
8, 9, 8. I got an 8 on the second.
That is a hit with a raise.
First shot does
That's
Ooh,
6
that
explodes.
15, 19 damage. That sounds familiar.
Damage.
No,
All right.
And then the second one, 12 damage.
12 damage. All right. You just boom, boom.
Yeah.
He's in the process of climbing up, so he's not even looking at you. You just literally rip all of the skin and guts and clothing off of his back. Just shatters away, and you see fragments of bone flying as well. And he kind of stumbles a little bit, steadies himself, and then he turns and looks at you.
Oh, God.
And his jaw is kind of loose, and so it just kind of drops down, and he just makes this, because he doesn't have any lungs anymore, so it just kind of this rasp kind of comes out, and then he starts to get up and come towards you.
That's not how I expected that
And
to end.
you get to make me a guts check.
I do.
You do, because this might scare you.
Well, he is yelling.
Well,
Not tonight, though.
Not tonight.
I've got power running through my veins right now. I can't be
Right.
stopped. I've got a 13. 12.
You, despite the intensity of the image, you are not scared. The Joshua.
It's that kickapoo stuff, I tell you what.
It must be. Ooh.
Backing away as far as I can back away in a room that's going nowhere.
Yep, you
and,
basically get your back up against the wall
two
here.
shots.
That first shot.
That is,
It's my undead killing gun. I mean,
yeah.
so hit with a raise.
Hit with the raise, definitely. All right,
And here comes the 4.
That is a miss.
Spend a penny.
Yeah, get my back to the wall.
All right.
Reroll that second shot.
There you go. Yeah.
All right, so hit with a raise, hit with a raise.
Hit with the raise, hit with the raise.
Oh, they're good. They're both 2d6 plus 2.
Oof. Just
5.
takes a little bit of bone off. Oh.
5 and 9.
5 and 9.
Oh, sorry. 7 and 11.
7 and 11.
I forget that plus 2.
Basically you just put two more bullet holes, and he keeps coming. And he gets right up to you. And he claws at you again. And he misses you. He kind of like is doing this
Pushed back with the gunshot.
Yep. And just can't quite get you. Porter, one of the year, he whirls around and he kind of like lunges at you. He misses you anyway. And you just kind of step out of the way as he kind of goes right by you, grabbing at your legs. You could start hearing the sounds of more gunshots in the streets outside. 6 of clubs, 7 of diamonds, 8 of diamonds. They come at you again. So this one, Porter, he whirls around. And he's still kind of down, so he lunges once again at your feet. Oh, he's -4 to get you, too, right?
Yeah, with the shield.
Yep. And so he just can't quite seem to see you. And this one just keeps pressing the attack. He's like, just tearing more at your long guns.
I can't hurt him.
And your parry, I'm sorry, was 5? 5. And you can't, he kind of comes at you and you just kind of bat it away with your fist. But he can't get you. And you may shoot back. Make me your knowledge occult roll again. Oh, 4s. 4s. Oh, all right. Your stories come back to you that you were thinking about the other day. And you remember that, it takes almost twice as much to kill him. Clearly, you shot him through the chest where his heart is, and he's still coming at you. But on top of that, you do remember if you get him in the head, you have a much better chance to kill him. But it's a called shot.
Which I should have been doing the whole time with all
those huge numbers you were getting?
Yeah.
So, and it is your turn.
Misery's in, called shot to hit.
All right.
So I'm basically taking time to aim it, and I'm just waste firing due diligence for the second shot.
Gotcha. All right, spinning that Bennett.
That's 1.
There we go. But 9 minus 4 is 5, which is still a hit.
Okay.
So
not a hit with a raise.
Not a hit with a raise, but you do get an automatic +6 to damage.
Okay.
On this.
And the second shot be a 6 minus 2 is a 4.
Oh, second shot is a hit. Yes.
Okay. So the first one, which was a headshot.
Yep. And +6. +6 to this.
Ha! 7 and 5 is 12, plus 2 is 14, and 6 is 20.
20. How would you like to kill this thing?
He's basically pushed me up against the wall while he's clawing at me, and because of that, I can't really extend my arm, and it kind of forces the gun to come up and my elbow in, so that the barrel's like right underneath his jaw. And
nice. No wonder it's hard of hearing.
The ceiling is now painted with whatever this thing has, Icorish.
All right, and he just kind of...
And as he's doing that, the second gun... just make sure he stays down.
I said stay down. That brings us to Porter.
Which is good, because I only had 1 and 1 left.
Oh. I'm probably going to start backing up and reloading frantically.
Spending the time to reload, huh? All right. 2 clubs, 10 of diamonds, and yak of diamonds. All right. So you're backing out of the room.
Yeah.
Reloading. He kind of scrambles up and comes right at you. And actually, he can't make any noise. That's right. And he completely misses you. But he's still kind of coming back.
And he can't touch you.
He keeps tripping and slipping as he's coming at me. And I'm just backpedaling like, Oh,
and you've got all that magic around you, right?
In this one, it manifests essentially as luck in the way that doesn't hit me. Something would get in the way.
So it's having really bad luck, it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just keeps slipping or running into the wall or something like that.
All right, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so he comes at you out there. He pushes himself too hard and kind of bumps into the hallway, the other side of the hallway. It just misses you as he comes by. Yep, like I said, you can hear more shooting and stuff outside.
10. You said there were no windows in the rooms, right?
There are no windows in the rooms.
Okay. Well, with the last 2 shots in these pistols, I'm going to shoot at the creature that's leaving the room.
Okay.
The ex-human.
The one going after Porter?
Yep. Okay.
What? Oh, no.
It's going after Porter.
Yes.
Which means Porter's on the other side of it from me.
Yes.
All right. So I'm just gonna.
I look up and I make eye contact right as you're raising your gun.
I'm raising my guns at it, and I'm just like, yeah. And I'm taking aim with both my guns this round. Okay.
My eyes just get really wide. I have a shotgun.
The question is are you going to down it before I get there?
Probably. They did take a lot of damage, but I don't think that's enough.
3. We haven't had any of the jokers yet. 7.
Well, no.
And 2. So, Joshua, you're first.
All right. So last round I aimed. Gives me a
+2?
+2
For both.
So I'm going to be at +2 0.
Yep.
And I'm going to do called shot head, called shot head.
Called shot head, called shot head. So that'll be -2, -4.
That's correct.
Yes.
-2 minutes.
You missed by 1.
Right.
There we go. Did you get a 1? Oh.
Just enough.
Just enough to hit. That is a hit. And this is +6 to damage.
With the +2 from the gun, it's going to be a total of +8.
16. How would you like to hit this one?
The first shot just goes wide of his head, splintering the floor in front of Porter, and then the next one goes right in the back of his head and just leaves a big spot right where the wood splintered. Perfect. Got that thing loaded yet? I need to reload too. And I've got my hat on, Long John's gun belt. The Long Johns are like ripped up to pieces. So basically unbuckling the gun belt as I'm going in to get my other set of guns. Time to bring out some kindness and mercy.
Porter, before you do anything, make a notice roll.
4.
4. You recognized this dude that was coming at you?
Yeah.
He is a citizen of Marshall. A former citizen of Marshall. And then just as you realize, you're like, hey, I saw him in the...
Ew. Gonna go get my other guns.
All right.
I might need those.
So I'm going to be taking 2 rounds. First round will be strapping on gun belts, which is 2 pistols. And then the other one will be grabbing the Evans Old Model Sport.
Well, I guess we can forget about that rest. Be sure to come back for the next issue, The Marshall Mess. Maybe by then, Young and Holt will find out why they haven't seen Annabelle since this dust-up began. The part of Joshua Young is played by Brent Rich. Porter Holt is played by Brad Smith, and your intrepid Marshall is played by Chris Hussey. Deadlands and Savage Worlds are the property of Pinnacle Entertainment Group. You can learn more about their great games at their website, peginc.com. And of course, thanks always to our friends at Fear the Boot. Support their Patreon at patreon.com/feartheboot. Intro music provided by Zitron Sound. Outro music provided by Benedict Edwards. And other music provided by the Eaglestone Collective. If you enjoy these issues, please consider dispensing a lovely 5-star review on wherever it is that you do listen from. It's kindly appreciated. And contact information for the Marshall and credits for some of the music can be found at our website, ap.feartheboot.com. I'm Ernest Wick for the Tombstone Epitaph. And remember, some people are such liars, it's difficult to believe even the opposite of what they say.